If you've been in a relationship for a long time, you may be wondering whether or not you have rights. Were you married? Now, look, most people, when they get married, they know they got married. They had a big ceremony, their friends all came, and it was a big party. But in the state of Texas, it is possible to get married without having a ceremony. And we call this common law marriage. There's no form that's required to be filed, there's nothing official that happened. But in order to be considered common law, you have to meet these three requirements. Number one, you have to have agreed to be married. Number two, you have to have lived together after you agreed to be married. And number three, you had to have held yourselves out as a married couple. So what does that mean? What does it mean to say you agree to be married? Well, I mean, that's one issue that gets litigated a lot. And let me tell you, these can be really expensive issues. So if you're not sure whether or not you've ever agreed to be married, it's possible that maybe you did at one time agree to be married. And we're going to look at facts. Did you tell anybody you were married? Holding yourselves out is another important point. So did you represent to other people that you were married? Did you put down that you had a spouse on maybe an insurance form that you filled out? How have you been filing taxes? We're definitely going to look at tax returns. So if you've been filing as single, that can really create a lot of problems if you were in fact married. So you want to pay attention to those things. And of course, there's the living together. That one's usually pretty easy to prove whether or not you live together. But I'm going to tell you, as a divorce attorney, these issues can be really sticky. And if you want to avoid common law marriage, then I suggest if you're going to be living with somebody, you have a cohabitation agreement that spells out the fact that you're not married. So if you have any questions about whether or not you're married, of course, we would be happy to talk with you. Feel free to contact my law firm and we can schedule a time to visit with you about the specific facts of your case. Of course, like with all of our videos, this is not intended to be legal advice, but to provide you some information that hopefully can shed light on your situation. So if you reach out, we'd love to talk with you.